Here's a really pretty song. The finger picking might be a challenge. That's the thing that's really going to make this. As for the rest of the song, the chords and the format are all very straightforward, very simple. It's going to give us a chance to let that finger picking breathe. We'll look at the finger picking in a moment, but for now let's just sketch out the chords for the verse. We have 8 bars that repeat, and it's A minor 7 for 2 bars, helplessly hoping her, and C for 2, Harlequin hovers, then G, nearby, waiting a word. So 2 bars each of A minor 7, C, G and D. That repeats. It's a bit high for me, never mind. Gasping a glimpses of gentle true spirit, he runs, wishing he could fly. Only 2, and the last bit is the same, except it's just 1 bar of A minor 7 and 1 bar of C. Only to trip at the sound of goodbye. Okay, that's the whole of the first verse. I'll strum this through, although, as you'll see in a minute, we're going to pick this. Helplessly hoping a harlequin hovers nearby, waiting a word, gasping at glimpses of gentle true spirits, he runs, wishing he could fly, only to trip at the sound of goodbye. Okay, that's the whole of the first verse. The second and third verses are exactly the same, except there's a different ending. We don't go to our final 2 bars of D. We carry on with another 7 bars of G. In fact, it's alternating G and C over G. And what I'm doing is I'm playing my second, third and fourth finger shape for G. Then I'm going to put my second finger on the 2nd fret of the 4th string and my first finger on the 1st fret of the 2nd string to create a C over G. They are one person, they are 2 alone, they are 3 together, they are 4. Finally, we've got a D minor with F in the bass. I'm going to wrap my thumb round for that. Each other, 2 bars of C and G for 2. And as we'll see, both the second and third verses end, in fact that's the end of the song, with so a little bit of, I'm just hammering on my first and second fingers for that C over G again. And that would be the end of the song. Okay, let's look at this picking. Here it is. You're just going to need to get this under your fingers. It's well worthwhile though. Mostly it's a fairly straightforward picking pattern in a Travis style, but he's got a few little idiosyncrasies and little details that he puts in. I'll play the whole thing through slowly. A minor 7, in the first bar it's fairly straightforward. Coming up to the top string. In the second bar, similar thing, but we hammer on to the 2nd string. So those 2 bars together. Then for the C bar, again, it's more Travis picking, alternating bass there, but not for the second time, alternating down to the bottom string 3rd fret. Except halfway through that first C bar and until the second half of the second C bar, the finger isn't on the 4th string, so it's an open 4th, making a C sus2. And back on. Now the G chord, I find this difficult, and I found it a lot more difficult until something occurred to me just earlier. That, I'm pretty sure he hammers that on, that 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the 4th string on the 2nd half of the 2nd beat. I'm picking it now, but that's better, isn't it? Okay, so we go from G to G6. Okay, and the D bars, well, he's got this D, and then D sus2 thing going on. And the very end of that is actually already playing the A minor 7 again to get into the verse. So that's going to be. Okay, from the top to speed. And then we're into the verse. Okay, well, I'll play the intro and then I'm going to go straight into the third verse. That'll give us all the elements we need to finish with this. Stand by the stairway, you'll see something certain to tell you. Confusion has its cause. Love isn't lying, it's loose, and a lady who lingers, saying she is lost and choking on hello. They are one person, they are two alone.